So while motivated to do so, I'm milking a point, but for a good reason, I would argue. Now, earlier on today, I uploaded a vid with the title "Ring's Partnership with Flock Raises Privacy Alarms," and I followed it up with another one called "Amazon's Ring is rolling out facial recognition." And for the third video and the last on the subject, certainly for today, I was thinking about this. I mean, how do you sell even in the face of the rollout of quite dystopian, dictatorial, mass surveillance tyranny? How do you sell it as a good thing? So I came across this from an online publication called TechSpot, who have been apparently serving tech enthusiasts for over 25 years. And look, I've long said that propaganda and advertising are but one and the same. And I gave a few examples in the past, like, Edward Bernays and nephew Sigmund Freud. And really, as an individual, you should look into the background of, and others, and, certain connections. But it's when I was reading this, I just thought straight away of Bernays. I absolutely, So the takeaway, Amazon has rolled out a suite of artificial intelligence, and that's a very powerful word, that really is, and it's hoodwinked the masses for long enough, because and I truly recommend everybody watches this. I've plugged it in the past. I haven't really watched it myself for years. I was listening to it earlier on today while doing other things, and maybe that's what triggered me when I read this. Amazon has rolled out a suite of artificial intelligence powered upgrades to its Ring home security devices, including facial recognition, and a system that leverages, think about all these power words here, leverages neighborhood cameras to help locate missing pets. The announcement marks a significant escalation in the race for smart home security as Amazon doubles down on AI-driven monitoring and convenience. So the unveiling comes as Ring, long a dormant player in the consumer surveillance market. Think it's just there, honestly. Introduces its first 4K video models and debuts a proprietary imaging system called Retinal Vision. These new cameras are paired, because all these words, like you go to a fine restaurant, you have a bite to eat, and you'll have a drink that's paired with, your meal. There is no mistaking in the wording of any of this. With machine learning tools designed to improve accuracy in identifying people and animals, while also giving users more control over notifications and privacy. One of the standout features, your way of smoothing the way for facial recognition. One of the standout features, familiar faces, uses facial recognition to identify pre-enrolled. Remember, most people are told all their lives, it's tough to enroll into anything or get. You're pre-enrolled. You're identified pre-enrolled individuals such as friends and family. Subscribers, because hey, it's about the cha-ching while enslaving the many, can upload photos of trusted contacts. Think about this. Allowing Ring devices to automatically recognize and announce approved visitors at the door. If the system detects someone not on the list, because hey, what have you been programmed all your life? You feel cool as hell getting into a club because you're on the list. Mind you, you've heard tunes over the decades. Sorry, man, you're not on the list. Blah, blah, blah. The level of the detail is phenomenal. And I was thinking of this, and I should have maybe just rolled it back a wee bit before then, but let me, under fair use, play the following.
Democracy, really, the idea of democracy at its heart was about changing the relations of power that had governed the world for so long. And And Bernays' concept of democracy was one of maintaining the relations of power, even if it meant that one needed to sort of stimulate the psychological lives of the public. And in fact, in his mind, that was what was necessary. That if you can keep stimulating the irrational self, then leadership can basically go on doing what it wants to do.
Bernays now became one of the central figures in a business elite that dominated American society and politics in the 1920s. He also became extremely rich and lived in a suite of rooms in one of New York's most expensive hotels.
Because Bernays was looking for his own suite.